3, 2, 1. We are live here on Failure at its Finest Hour, episode 26. We've now started a full-blown mutiny against Tony.
He's gone.
He's out again this episode, down for the count.
Done.
He's feeling a little sick. I don't know if he got the vid over the weekend or what, but might have been a little of the brown bottle, and I said I wasn't going to mention it. But...
A little bit of you said you were going to say.
Yeah, I don't know what his deal is. His texts are coming in spotty, so who knows?
Someone's got ginfluenza.
Dude,
he probably has food poisoning like you did, Aaron.
Oh yeah, like food poisoning. I will never hear the end of that. I will absolutely never hear the end of that. So for those of you listeners who don't know, go back a few episodes to live and in person, or the week after rather, and the boys ripped me a new one over what they felt was alcohol poisoning, but I for sure ate something fishy. So go check that out.
14 beers in fucking 8 hours.
A couple shot skis, dirty, probably oil-covered shot ski.
Dude, WD
spiders,
all over it.
Mosquito spray. So before we get too far, though, on this cold open, I'm going to take a hard left turn here. We have a little bit of a schedule ahead of us. October 31st, so normally release on Tuesday, and the following Tuesday is November 1st. So we are going to release on Monday because that is actual Halloween. And how shitty is that Halloween is on a Monday?
Yeah, dude.
That is.
I took it off. Yeah.
Gonna get the kids around.
Yeah, I have to walk the fucking kids around.
So October 31st, Monday will be our episode. Probably going to have to record that Saturday or Sunday night, and quick turnaround on that. So we want your submissions, listener submissions for scary stories, Fox Night, Devil's Night stories, whatever you want to call it, going out and wreaking havoc on your town. We want to hear that. So definitely send us submissions, whether it's via my personal social media I'll offer up, and our email and Twitter, which you can find at Faith Hour on Twitter, and at Gmail faithhour@gmail.com. So mouthful there.
You got it all off.
The following week, November 8th, will be the Edmund Fitzgerald episode. That bugger set sail on the 10th and didn't show up on the 11th.
Fucking
so
crashed on the 11th.
That's going to be a lot of riffraff and some information.
Hey, riffing and raff.
Yeah, maybe a little bit more information based rather than personality, but there will definitely be personality. And then the following episode on November 15th will be our deer season episode.
Deer Hunters Roundup.
Yeah, for those of you who live in the UP and listen to good old Whoopi Y101.
We're doing a real one. I'm doing a real one.
We're going to do user submissions. And hopefully
I'm doing some field work.
Hopefully the next week we'll have a body count on some deer from some guys at local camps. We'll have camp stories, all that. So if you have good camp stories, you're a few weeks out here, but definitely send them in. You can send them in voice memo related. We can edit it and chuck you on the podcast. You could probably call in. We'll probably have some callers, hopefully this time, some live callers, as well as written episodes. So without further ado, we are going to do can or bottle.
Ooh. So
this isn't going to be just alcohol. So Mom, you can uncover your ears and listen to this section. Let's go off with a weird one. Let's go off with Diet Coke.
Plastic bottle.
Plastic, just a slimy French fry grease covered bottle.
Yep.
Regular Coke too, either or.
Oh, bottle.
Cola.
I'm going bottle.
Glass bottle.
You going bottle? Really?
Glass bottle.
I just love being at like a graduation party or like
a
wedding, and they just got a big nasty igloo cooler that's covered with fish guts,
loaded with Cokes.
Yeah, you just pop that bugger open, reach down as far as you can, and grab just.
So you're saying a can?
Yeah, I'm going can.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going
hard
can on this one.
Are you grabbing a Coke or a Pepsi if you're looking in that cooler?
Well, seeing as we're talking about Coke.
Yeah.
I'm just saying though.
I think
cola.
I think Coke's got it.
I think I'm grabbing a Coke.
Some people think either or is too syrupy. They're like, this one or the other. But I will say I like Diet Pepsi over Diet Coke.
Diet Pepsi's pretty damn good.
I don't
But
like diet shit.
it's kind of weird anyways,
I
right?
really, I don't like the diet taste. Like if I'm
So
gonna
Like,
drink like a fucking pop, like I'm just gonna like drink a fucking normal one.
yeah,
yeah.
how do we
And I
feel?
like that you're still saying pop, you know?
Yeah, go with the pop. I gotta go soda, dude. I feel like I'm
Yeah.
30 now. I just something
Nope.
just feels right about soda.
Going pop all day. What
Um,
else? What else?
uh,
Can or bottle? What do you
so
got?
we might while we're on the sugar train here. How do you feel about Mountain Dew?
Fuck, that's a good one.
I guess
Dude,
maybe
I think
let me
my favorite. Go ahead.
let me frame it this way. What have you had more, do you think, in your life?
Mountain
Cans
Dew.
or bottles of Mountain Dew?
Mountain Dew
Okay, well,
throwback in a can, dude.
I do have a question. What about a fucking fountain drink?
Okay, so that's another
See,
thing.
that beats everything, though.
Soda
Because
fountains and also beers on tap.
I've consumed a massive amount of Mountain Dew from that holiday fountain.
Yeah.
79 cents for 48 ounces,
Dylan
dude.
kept the lights on in the Ontonagon holiday with
Just sipping
big
dooskies.
gulps.
Dude, I think
But
I remember just getting together with my buddies as kids and just like before we were drinking booze or doing anything wrong, we were just playing video games and crushing cases of Mountain Dew in cans.
Yeah,
yeah, I would say cans.
I think it's
And
cans.
I'm going cans all day for Mountain Dizzy.
And I bet you there's some research done. I should have done this beforehand, but I didn't know we were gonna have such an in-depth discussion. But I wonder if I feel like it stays colder in the can. I feel like aluminum
Aluminum?
is maybe a better insulator in terms of pop cans than plastic is. Maybe I'm
Yeah.
way off base here.
I don't know. I think
I could do a quick Google search.
I think the aluminum stays colder than the plastic does. You know?
I think it's
I
also
just
like the more metallic taste, like to your mouth.
Sure, that's a huge thing.
Yeah, but I mean, it's different. Like if you're talking a plastic bottle or a glass bottle, what stays
Oh, yeah.
colder, a
Glass
can
is
or
another
a
thing.
glass bottle?
Glass is
Because
antiquated.
if you poured a bottle, some pretty. I mean, like I guess we could test this theory, but I feel like if you poured a bottle of Mountain Dew and a can of Mountain Dew in two separate glasses and like mixed them up, I
Yeah.
feel like you wouldn't be able to tell the difference.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, this one Google's saying warm drinks will cool faster. Now this is not stay colder, so like upon opening and pulling out of refrigeration. It says warm drinks will cool faster in the refrigerator or in an ice chest if they are in aluminum cans than if they are in plastic bottles. In a confined space in which air currents aren't a factor, the higher thermal conductivity of aluminium for you Brits,
Aluminum.
provides for faster and more efficient heat transfer. So that's so Dylan, you're taking Fountain overall for Mountain Dew.
Well, I don't want to like. I mean, that wasn't the question.
You can go
Fountain
left
wasn't
field.
part of it, dude. Okay.
Overall, I would say fountain, just because like I honestly do think that because when they mix the fountain drink, it's like the syrup and like carbonated water. So I actually do think it's more carbonated than it normally would be.
Fresh, dude.
If it's like more bubbly
Yeah.
than it would be if
More
it came out of the
carbonated.
can or bottle. But if we're going can versus bottle, I just said, like I said, can for Mountain Dew.
There's actually
dude.
something. There's some. I don't know if it's a stat. There's some information out there on McDonald's and the way they. We got to talk about McDonald's Diet Coke. I'm sure the listeners are like raging that we haven't talked about it until just now.
What'd you
But
say?
We're not gonna. It's picking the low hanging fruit.
Aaron,
McDonald's has no. I don't. I hate Diet Coke, but if it's one of the only things in there, I'll
Diet
definitely
Conk.
hammer one now.
But
But
Sprite.
the thing is with
Sprite.
McDonald's is that supposedly they mix like a higher ratio of syrup to carbonated water in their
Allegedly.
Coke. Or
Allegedly.
that way, when they put it in the cup with ice, by the time they've like handed it to you, like in the drive-through or whatever,
By the time they put 13 pounds of ice in your fucking.
Yeah. By the time they
Before they
poured
take out a
one
loan.
cup of pop on 7 cups of ice.
like,
You always
they can't
gotta
even
ask
close.
without
They
ice.
can't even put the lid on. You can't even jam a straw. There's so much.
I always tell them, don't give me ice.
You're just like, oh, at least the ice will melt after a while.
But that's the thing with McDonald's is that the ratio is higher for fountain. That way, by the time the ice is melted and mixed with the water, it's not as syrupy. So when you take the first sip of that thing straight out of the machine without any ice, it is more syrupy than it would have been if you would have gotten ice. So,
oddly enough,
something to
their ketchup goes the same. Their ketchup goes hard out of those fucking little ketchup pumps.
Dude,
You ever pump the
gnarliest.
ketchup and you hear the air compressor as you're pumping the ketchup? You're like, oh, this is good shit right here.
Oh my gosh, yeah, there is very McDonald's does have very bubbly ketchup. Is that an air compress? Do they have? They put
it's compressed ketchup.
Interesting. So it's fluffier than normal ketchup.
Disgusting.
Either way, Heinz 57 all the way. Side note on ketchup here.
Oh man,
is anybody here a Hunt's fan?
Yeah, I fuck with Hunt's.
You fuck with Hunt's? Really?
Hunt's, yeah. I fuck with Hunt's.
Interesting.
We use the Hunt's all natural.
It's so okay. Maybe that's a little different. The OG Hunt's is so vinegary.
It's just like
it just makes my eyes water when I smell it. Just
that's like Sweet
hot.
Baby Ray's, dude. I do not fuck with
Dude,
Sweet Baby Ray's.
Sweet Baby Ray's is out. I'm done. It is 2022. There's so many. There's a million barbecue.
Grow the fuck up and buy some goddamn make your own barbecue sauce.
Yeah, that's another one. I got my Aunt Carolyn's, my mom's Aunt Carolyn's, my second Aunt Carolyn's, mopping sauce that they have. She spent considerable time down in Florida and I think the Carolinas, and she's got like the mopping sauce recipe that we did like a family reunion pig roast thing.
Stop it.
Anyways,
all right, what's the
can or bottle?
Can or bottle. This one's gonna take a minute. Miller High Life,
dude.
You know it was going there. I'm saving the crown jewel for last.
Bro.
Always bottle. Whether it's the 8 ounce, the 12. They still sell 40s.
Yes, they're the best thing ever.
I won't take a plastic 40 of Miller High Life.
Oh, dude, that's why the Miller High Life 40s are the best because they're still in glass. They're $2.49 too. Not bad.
How do you feel, Dylan? I know you're not as big of a High Life guy as Chris and I are, but
Dylan drinks mashes High Lifes, dude.
I fucking drank High Life last night and the night before.
Really? I didn't know if you were on the train as much. Chris and I are bought in, dude.
I drank 11 High Lifes today.
I'm getting hot.
And guess what? They were all cans.
Or what?
They're all cans. Yep.
Well, sometimes the cans are just a little bit more convenient.
It is. It 100% is.
See, that's the thing about beer is it's like, I don't want bottles. Like if I'm gonna be like putting my shit in a cooler, you know what I mean?
Right.
Like
100%.
Because it's just not like you can't like
stack
stack them as well. You know what I mean?
Yep.
And then like the bottle too. The thing with bottles too is not all fucking can like holders like in like a
like a koozie type thing,
like a koozie or something like that. Like they don't.
Or the cup holder in your vehicle.
Or yeah, Jesus Christ. What does it say? Like a cup holder, and like if you're golfing or something, you know.
It's hard on a motorcycle. I get it.
Yeah, real tough on a bike.
But no,
slippery.
like when you're
tough
like,
on a Harley, man. Slippery.
We do not
having too much fun.
We don't condone drinking or driving on this.
But no, like when you guys are like playing golf or something, you know,
right.
Cans just do the trick better.
That Miller High Life bottles, man, that neck profile is a lot different.
Dude.
You slam that bugger on the table too hard, you're getting a volcano.
Well, it's like, dude, and like the bottle shape is still like the vintage bottle shape of the way they were. Yeah. Like it looks very 70s. Yeah, it's got the lady sitting on the moon on the label.
The lady on the moon, yeah.
Dude. That is actually just I saw a post. Somebody has a poster. One of my friends has a poster that's all the Miller High Life bottles throughout the year, and they did some wild shit.
Really?
Totally flipped them around from like in like 5-year increments. It's kind of
no kidding.
But okay, so enough on High Life. Let's go Coors Light.
I didn't think we were done there, but all right.
Oh yeah,
Coors Light.
You got more,
no,
you got more Miller High
Life.
I'll beat this horse to death all night, dude.
Coors Latte in a can.
I'm gonna go with bottle.
You go with bottle?
I don't drink a ton of Coors, but when I do, I like it out of a bottle.
I consume a lot of Coors Light.
I know that was man. When I moved from college to Grand Rapids, and it was all like the craft beer, like we were hitting Founders all the time. I pretty much stopped drinking Coors Light for a very, very long time, and I think it was around Tony's bachelor party that I picked it back up, and I was like, well, I'll give Old Faithful a try again.
They are good.
But I will say,
I just don't drink them.
The flavor, back to Miller High Life, the flavor in out of a can, Miller High Life is not as desirable. That I notice a massive difference between glass
Yeah.
and can. And I would say the same thing with Coors Light. I'm definitely going bottle because there's something. It's so like Coors Light is just like so crisp and so. I don't even know how to describe it. Like it's like a very very sharp flavor, and when it's ice cold coming out of a can, I get that can more.
True.
But so we got a mixed bag here. I'm kind of surprised actually. So let's go. Let's go Bud Heavy next. Bud
Budweiser.
Heavy. Yep, Budweiser. OG.
Bottle.
Bottle.
Bottle. I like to buy a 6-pack of Budweiser bottles.
Yeah, and
Just crush the sixer and
just feel angry.
you're
at the world.
so fucking full.
You're so free as well, dude.
Yeah, your wife is battered.
Oh, dude, just take it easy.
Sorry.
you know, if you got a porch full of Budweiser empties, you've probably got a pack of Marbreds in your blown out shirt pocket.
Yeah. You probably start your snowmobile in the summer.
Yeah, just to make sure. Just check it. Just check it in July, just to make sure you're.
Yeah, you're just waxed in the garage, and you just fucking give her old.
There's either a Leonard Skinner, a Kid
you
Rock.
got stars and bars up somewhere.
Listen to the
For
Kid
sure.
Rock.
Kid Rock, Leonard Skinner, or I can't even think of a third one. That'd be
We the people.
Oh my gosh, we cannot get back on that. the Kyle Rittenhouse images flashing in the background. That is a very, very generous music video politically.
All right. I want to bring it back into fucking reality here.
100%. All right, last one.
I say bottle. I didn't say mine yet, but if I'm ever, I guess if like for some reason that I ever have to drink Budweiser ever again in my life, it'll be out of a bottle.
Gotcha. Not the aluminum bottle though.
No, dude.
Those are
big
lame.
dog?
No, bro.
Those are sporting event bottles. I will
100%.
refuse to drink those.
Not into it. That's good.
Yeah, you pay $11 for one of those cocksuckers at a show.
I'd rather just drink fucking water all night.
Yeah.
And I'm definitely bottle for Budweiser. That's why not change that. All right, so the crown jewel. Now we're just pandering to our audience here in the UP. Busch Light, how we feeling?
Can.
Bottle.
You know, for a while there, I didn't even in the UP. I feel like I wasn't even aware that they sold Busch Light in bottles. Like you just only see because you're never buying less than a. Do they even make a 20? Do they make a 24-pack?
No.
12 of bottles. That's it.
12, and then because like Coors, they do like the 15-pack of.
Coors does a lot of different things.
Some wacko shit. Yeah.
Coors does 18s.
Coors does 18s, 24s, 30 packs. They
69s.
They do 12 packs of the 16-ounce cans. They do 12 packs of the 12-ounce, 12 packs of the 10-ounce. Like they do a bunch of shit.
And I wonder what their deal is. But I'm almost never drank from a Busch Light 12-pack. It's almost always a 30-pack.
I frequently buy Busch Light 12-pack bottles, and that is the shit. It's good stuff.
Little case.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
I like those the Budweiser Christmas case. Last time I had one.
Oh, those are so sweet.
When one of you guys came back to visit
Christmas
for
case.
Christmas or something.
Mm-hmm.
That was cool, hauling around those like cardboard boxes that look like.
Those are sweet, dude.
Boxes.
I really do like what Budweiser does for Christmas. I have Budweiser Steins from my mother-in-law.
Steins,
yeah, a bunch of Budweiser Steins. They're pretty sweet.
So back from the weekend here. I guess I should tell the date. Good golly, Miss Molly. Today is, we're recording on the 23rd, but don't tell anybody. Today is October 25th, a release day for us. And we've got a couple of weird national holidays. I will say that. So we've got October 25th, National Chucky the Notorious Killer Doll Day.
That's awesome.
Which I think is kind of weird. And I don't know
horrible movie
when that movie was released. And this website, which is nationaldaycalendar.com, says that this holiday is observed annually on October 25th. For those who aren't Chucky fans, you have a pass. All others get your popcorn and beverages of choice in hid place. Some who celebrate dress up as Chucky. Those who collect Chucky merchandise add to their collection.
Yeah.
Others take a thrill in learning new behind-the-scenes facts or reading up on Chucky fan pages.
That's enough, dude. I don't like Chucky. Okay.
All right. This is a weird one. Sourest Day. So we've got Sweetest Day. That's, just another Hallmark holiday. It's kind of like a rip-off. It's like
It's
a family,
anti-sour day.
family.
Sour.
No, I'm talking Sweetest Day is a rip-off of it's a Family Dollar version of Valentine's Day. But Sourest Day follows on the heels of Sweetest Day. The sourest day of the year is observed annually on October 25th. If life is giving you lemons, or if you feel like Grumpy Gus, this day is for you. Take your glass half full attitude and spread the joy or gloom.
What?
Smiles be banished. Replace them with pouts and terrible frowns.
So just be a prick all day?
Apparently, that is one of the weirdest holidays.
Am I a sourest?
I don't know.
That's me every day.
Sour every now and then. And then this is the king here, October 25th, and we should definitely celebrate National Greasy Foods Day.
Oh, bro.
Those watching the scales beware. Augment the diet for National Greasy Foods Day on October 25th. Although not the healthiest of choices every once in a while, it's okay to enjoy some greasy food, from fried chicken, pizza, nachos, and french fries to bacon, hash brown potatoes. We all like a treat in a regular diet.
Did it just say pizza?
Courtesy of nationaldaycalendar.com.
Did it just say pizza?
Yeah.
Yeah. Pizza's greasy.
Pizza's greasy, man.
All that
Did
cheese.
you say deep
grease.
fried?
No, it's National Greasy Food Day.
Oh, fuck, man. For some reason, I thought it deep fried. I'm like, what the fuck? Deep
I
fried
think-
or pizza?
Deep fried scramps.
I might have to fuck with some gas station food,
Oh yeah, dude.
It's
gonna be
in honor.
Open season today.
You gotta go hit up your local, like if you're in a spot in the UP where they still got the gas stations where there's like a fryer, like a short order. They got one of those in Rapid River, got one of those in where they got one? In Gulliver. Go get some of those fucking mini tacos.
Oh,
Some of the jalapeno poppers.
Maz
God
sticks,
damn.
mushroom bites.
Oh, dude. Chicken tendies.
I think I'm gonna celebrate National Greasy Foods Day. I think I'll get something. The epitome of greasy food is that joint that you really loved, Chris. That Vito's Pizza here in Grand Rapids.
Oh, that Vito's Pizza John was so good.
If you get one of those buggers fresh, it is absolutely swimming
Dude.
in grease.
You want to know how good that shit was when I woke up hungover that morning?
Yeah.
I threw up.
Did you actually?
It was all still pieces of mushrooms and cheese, undigested.
All right.
Anybody have any cool stories from the weekend? Anybody have any projects or anything?
Oh, dude, actually, we went to Sichwa Point Lighthouse.
Okay.
And I was reading a paper in the Pioneer Tribune from Manistee, and it is said to be one of the most haunted lighthouses on the Great Lakes, on all of the Great Lakes.
I feel like all of them are.
Yeah. I read a couple. I was trying to do some probing, and we were there early because it was actually Fright Night weekend where they had all the actors and stuff and the whole place decorated.
Okay.
So it's pretty cool. My kids scared the shit out of my kids. I felt bad. They were not expecting. We didn't know it was going to be all decorated and shit. So they were kind of freaked out. But this guy was saying about a family there, because there was actually 3 families that lived in this lighthouse. They added an addition, so there was like 18 people living in one end, and then another like 9 people living in the other end. And there were 3 families in the lighthouse. And basically, like, one of these people died in the winter and they couldn't get the body out. So they embalmed him in the basement and preserved the body all winter until the spring, till they could bury him. So that was pretty creepy. And then there was another one where a guy tried breaking in and like robbing the family, and he was shot and killed on the beach. And we were like on the beach where the guy got killed. It was pretty creepy. I guess it was pretty neat. It's really freaking old, man.
Yeah.
Really old, but really nice. Like, I recommend going to check it out, especially during the fall.
The UP has such a rich history surrounding the lake.
Mm-hmm.
Tons and tons of stuff. I mean, there's other great history that doesn't involve the lake at all, but a lot of the best stuff and the stuff that you hear about most is definitely about Lake Superior. I really want, and I know we've discussed this, maybe not on the podcast, but the Standard Rock lighthouse in the middle of, I mean, it's off the Keweenaw, I guess. I don't know how many
Yeah,
miles.
that's cool.
That lighthouse, and it's totally abandoned. You know, guys, fishing boats drive by it all the time, or they take the trip out there. 24 miles from the nearest land, and it was one of the stag stations manned only by men, and had the nickname the loneliest place in the world. I can't imagine the stars you'd see out there being 24 miles off of the Keweenaw.
Yeah.
It'd be so cool. I'm sure the mosquitoes would be terrible at night. Maybe not that far away from land, but be crazy to stay a night out there. Haunted or not, just absolute isolation.
What else is pretty neat is like all these I read about these rescue teams. Before there was really a Coast Guard, they had all these like observation posts along Lake Superior in Lake Michigan. Basically, there'd be a lighthouse with different observation posts where these rescue teams would go and like basically have these guys tied off to ropes and like retrieving like shipwrecks and guys like swimming to shore and stuff like that.
Interesting.
Before there was a Coast Guard, it was all just people stationed along different parts of the Great Lakes.
It's like a volunteer
Yeah, it's
fire
fucking wild.
department kind of thing.
Mm-hmm. But these guys lived in these lighthouses and shit. You know, pretty fucking crazy.
Running oil up to keep the light burning all night during storms. Wild. What a life. What a life to live. Just being out at a lighthouse for. Have you guys ever seen that movie, The Lighthouse, with Robert Pattinson and?
I heard about it.
A very artsy film, I would say. If you're not into artsy films, it's gonna be a little weird for you, but crazy though.
Me and Kayla were talking about it. Like it was like the lighthouse at Sichwa. Like the lady was telling us, like, oh yeah, there were 3 men and like, you know, like 24 kids running around. And I was looking at my wife and she was looking at me like, damn, these dudes be fucking like
24 kids.
Just kids all over the place, dude.
Not just one family though.
And like
there's 3 families, right?
Yeah, and there's like 8 people to a bedroom and shit. It's like, go to your neighbor's house. I'm fucking your mother tonight.
I mean, could you imagine? Could you imagine sharing a like a 1-bedroom house with like everybody? Just to stay warm. Just to stay warm.
How do you have belongings? You know?
I don't know, dude. I mean, you'd have to kill a cow every night to feed everyone. Every single night.
Like, oh, we're eating rock soup again.
Just putting maple leaves in the soup.
Spruce needles.
Maple leaves and sand on the beach. Sandstone. So my weekend was actually pretty crazy. And not in like a crazy story way, but very long. Drove up to Ferris. Had my first tailgate. I spent 3 years at Ferris State University. Never went to a single Ferris tailgate. Probably because I was working all the home games. Above the president's box, I ran the soundboard for the football games, which was cool. And they actually retired their quarterback at the time when I was there. He had went and played in the NFL on practice squads and all that stuff for a stint, and they retired his number, and he was the first number to be retired. So they did that at the Ferris game against the Michigan Tech Huskies, actually. So
nice.
My good buddy Aaron, his wife's brother plays for Michigan Tech. He's a center. A long snapping fellow. So we went to go check that out. I was torn.
He's got the best job in the world.
Ferris Bulldog, but grew up watching Tech football and hockey, so it was good to see a game. So we had that, and then I came back to GR and then watched. I bought a ticket to the band The Head and the Heart, which my roommate and his girlfriend were going to, and they're like, hey, you want to come along? So went out there, checked that out. Not my favorite band in the world. It was just cool to see live music, though. And then the opening band, which I guess, I don't know if they started in Grand Rapids, were from Detroit, or moved, now they're out in Detroit. Brother Elsie, Really good band. Go check them out. But I ended up having a shot of Malort, which I was curious to ask you guys about. Have you guys ever had Malort before?
Never even heard of it.
It is a
I've never had it. I've heard of it.
very famous spirit from
Chicago drink, right?
Yes.
I heard it tastes like pencils.
Yeah, so
Like
it
graphite
is
or like wood?
both.
Whatever a pencil tastes like, I suppose.
Whenever
Maybe
you
the
get a fucking
eraser.
pencil, Chris. Ah,
So Jefferson's Malort is a brand of Basque liquor, which Basque is a Swedish style liquor flavored with wormwood
Ugh.
or anise.
that's probably where
Anise.
you get the wood taste from.
It is, man, I don't even know how to describe it. Pencils is interesting. It's a very hot liquor, and it to me it's like a dirty, like worn carpet or like mop water. It's really it has like a very faint flavor, and then all you just feel burn. And I forget what the ABV is on it.
It's
just
formaldehyde.
it's like I have a picture on my phone here, which I'm not gonna have time to pull up, but one of their advertisements that they had at Riot Fest, which I could not attend this year, was it was a banner on a fence that was actual branded from Malort, and it said, "These pants aren't gonna shit themselves." That's like, there's stories of people like, "Oh, Malort, yeah, it'll make you want to fight your grandpa." Like, it's just like the most. It's gnarly. So
Oh, fuck,
I don't
dude.
know if any place in the UP has it, but if you do find yourself, go to your local watering hole and maybe split a shot with your buddy, because it is hot and disgusting. So
Fuck
I
that.
played probably between the three of us, me, Jill, and Nathan. We played probably $50 worth of pinball. We were at the Pyramid Scheme down in Grand Rapids,
Wow.
which is a iconic pinball bar, and I don't think we went there, Chris.
It was a pinball bar, and you didn't
Yeah.
take me.
Yeah, we'll next time you're around, we'll head down to the old
There won't be a fucking next time, dude.
Pyramid Scheme. So we're I don't know how far we are into this rig,
No,
but I
about
definitely
40 minutes in.
definitely got a promo next week, Halloween episode again.
Nice.
If you're just tuning in halfway through and you skip through, Halloween episode. Following week is Edmund Fitzgerald, but for the Halloween episode, we need you to send in submissions via social media.
We won't get nothing, dude. Now that we're asking.
I think we will. I really do. So my next little topic we got here is Detroit sports. Big flop. Anybody watch the Lions game today?
Yeah.
No.
I was hoping they would have beat the fucking Cowboys just because Dak was starting finally, but
Yeah,
that
it was.
a fucking.
And after last week's
Damn.
game, I really was like, I said after they lost, I was like, those first handful of games where they look like a team were an absolute fluke. Same old Lions again and again and again.
Yeah, they're just bad, man. They're just, I mean, it's same old Lions. I mean, it truly made me, I don't watch football anymore. This just gave me such a bad taste in my mouth. Like,
Yeah.
I
It's rough.
used to say that I like the Browns. Now I just don't even really cheer for anyone.
Yeah.
It's like you're just lost in sports. But at the same time, it's fun to watch. I like being more of a fan of all the teams. I'm more of a red zone guy anyways.
Just watch the best game that's on.
Yeah. Or like I like to watch the Jets win every now and then.
Watch the Dolphins.
But the Wings are doing pretty good so far.
Yeah, won the game tonight. 5-1. There was over 10 penalties in the first period of the game. It's pretty gnarly. The goalie for Anaheim Ducks cross-checked Adam Ernie in the neck, like in the back of the neck.
That's what I'm talking about.
Ernie poked at him and just wound up and cranked him one. Got a double minor. I thought it should have been an ejection, but the Wings were 3 for 5 on scoring on their penalty. Power plays.
Man.
And they defended 100% of the opposing teams they're 100% in penalty kills. So
There you
it's
go.
good to see.
Thanks for the
Ducks are
stats, Aaron. You do some research or what?
I watched the game.
Nice.
Anaheim Ducks were absolute. They're just trash. They're just on a hot streak to hell with losing. But it's good to see some confidence boosters. Big goalie battle for Ville Husso and Alex Nedeljkovic. They don't know. There's no top goalie spot right now for the Wings, so they're on the schedule like kind of every other game, and they're kind of waiting to see who's the.
It's a good thing to have if they're both good.
Yeah, and Nedeljkovic is kind of slouching this season. It's tough to see because he had a stellar season last year despite all of the losing that the Red Wings were doing. But in another news in baseball, this is coming out Tuesday, but Sunday night, Phillies, Bryce Harper cranks one to finish off the Padres, and they're going to the World Series. Which is
the Yankees game over yet?
2009. I haven't looked. But so baseball's heating up as well as playoffs come to a close and the World Series is.
I saw that Bryce Harper won the MVP too.
I didn't see that. I'd be surprised if it wasn't Aaron Judge or
for
Mike
real.
Trout.
Correct Mount.
Those guys are putting on a hell of a show. And in other news, I guess, totally unrelated. Actually, on baseball. How are the Tigers doing in the playoffs?
Come on, dude.
Yeah,
Tigers finished their season happily.
Yeah,
it was a happy ending. So thank fucking God it's over.
What was the ending? Thank God it's over. That was the happy ending.
Yeah,
they don't have to lose anymore.
That's it. We're done.
I gotta look at the Tigers' finishing record. I don't even know. So brutal.
It was probably
66 and 96.
Yeah, very bad.
Dude, that's so fucking bad.
Yeah. I think they're like the third worst team in baseball.
Oh.
Maybe even the most worst team in baseball.
AL Central, the only one that was worse was Royals, and they finished. So Tigers finished
one game behind them.
Yeah, 66 and 96. Royals were 65 and 97.
Dude, just think about losing 97 fucking games.
Oh my gosh, baseball's got a brutal schedule, man.
Like losing 97 times in a season, and then you just come back next year and you're like, oh, all right.
I just cannot believe the sheer amount of games that are played in baseball.
It's got to be tough though, because at the same time you're like, well, we're still getting paid.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
They finished just ahead of the Royals for the fourth spot in the AL Central. Cleveland Guardians at the top. The White Sox went 81 and 81, 500 on the nose.
Not bad. Still pretty shitty for the White Sox, though.
Yeah. So, if for the listeners, if you can't tell, we are really warming up towards the next few weeks' episodes, and it's been like the Sum 41 album, all killer, no filler, but it's been no killer, all filler.
Oh, filler.
With us, we busy lives have dictated our podcast content, but we're still glad for the listeners that show up week after week to hear us just pander to the audience and blither on like idiots.
Yeah, truly talk about nothing.
Sure, but there is news, I guess, for the video gamers in the chat. And for all you wives and girlfriends, partners, Modern Warfare 2 for us gamers. We haven't really talked about video games much in the podcast, and I don't know if I feel like that's a very niche listener base, but Modern Warfare 2 is set to have the full release next weekend. So,
what do you mean Modern Warfare 2?
Modern Warfare 2?
Is it like the old OG MW2 remastered or something?
No, it's the current Modern Warfare that is out.
Modern Warfare 2.
It's like the second
Modern Warfare 2
iteration.
Part 2.
It's not like remastered, it's like a new thing.
Modern Warfare Part 2.
Which those game lobbies.
Black Ops.
Nathan was playing before I stepped in here, and those lobbies are absolutely ridiculous. They're still bad. I mean, people are getting
Yeah, they're
banned
really
left and right
bad.
now, but the golden era that everybody knows about, when you'd step into a lobby and you would hear the absolute worst shit you have ever heard in your life. There would be, there'd be like a 12-year-old German kid touting off about Americans, and people are bringing up Nazis and the Holocaust,
Dude.
anti-Semitism, racism. It was
Dude, you're like, I was like a kid, like, oh my God, like I can't believe I'm hearing this. Like,
it was an auditory
parents are-
art form, and people really, I mean, it was the lowest form of human beings. I mean, last time I played, I think I heard probably a man in his mid-40s, kids screaming in the background, arguing with like a 10-year-old over like, I don't even remember what it was, but it was literally grown men screaming at children. With the
That's what it's all
tenacity
about, man.
that a child would scream back. And
That's
this
what it's
was
all
all
about.
in the lobby waiting for a game, and then when the game would start, it was just even more chaos.
I guess I never really played. Well, what is the most recent Modern Warfare?
Well, apparently Modern Warfare
Is it
1.
Warzone?
Yeah, so Warzone is the
Well, Warzone's
open
like
world.
the what are you saying, Aaron?
The Warzone is the open world or the open map format, battle royale style
Yeah.
game that is
Oh.
as a part of in the Modern Warfare, or excuse me,
Oh.
in the Modern Warfare realm. It's the same game mechanics, but
See, I only
style.
play Warzone.
Yeah, not a big
That's
fan
it.
of the battle royale. Can't get behind it. Actually, funny story. I texted Corbin the other night and started chat with him again, and he wants to get in the lobby with the boys. So I gotta grab a headset and start playing again. But I
No,
realized
he's
gaming.
I hadn't talked to
He's
Corbin.
fucking told me to play too.
Interesting.
I haven't talked to him in, dude, literally years. Like Ferris days was the last time. Then he moved.
Might
on
have to fire up the
Alaska.
rig. Is he playing Xbox?
He's on PlayStation, but I
It's
think you can
cross compatible.
Yeah,
Oh,
it's
yeah.
cross-platform. So, yeah, good. I don't even know if Corbin's a listener. Probably not, but either way,
Maybe
shout out to Corbin.
I usually don't fire up the Xbox until like December.
December when you're afraid to go outside and shovel or
Mhm.
something.
Yep.
Yeah, a lot of good times. I remember a lot of good times playing Modern Warfare. The first Modern Warfare 2 at your house, Chris. That's noggin. And once again,
Life changing.
12-pack of Mountain Dew, and it was right around
No
Christmas
Russian.
time.
Playing no Russian over and over again.
Dude, the thing I think one of the best things I liked about Call of Duty. What
What's
are you
that?
laughing at, Chris?
I said nothing.
Are you sure?
Nothing. Yeah.
Okay.
What are you saying?
No. I mean, other than I definitely like Warzone too, but zombies, dude.
Oh yeah, true.
Yeah.
Iconic.
I've played a lot of zombies. Like like throughout my life, man. Fuck, I remember playing when that shit first came out with like me and Dallas up in the fucking room.
Go camp in the upstairs corner with a
Yeah,
ray
man,
on and a
just-
fucking.
Trying to get to through as many levels as you can.
That was like the newer iteration of like when people would system link Xboxes and do like Halo parties together.
God,
that was
LAN
like
parties.
Yeah, LAN parties. That was like
We used to do that at Alex's
Zombies
house, man.
ushered in a new era of that, where you'd actually want to be, in the room with somebody playing,
Yeah.
because everything went to online and kind of killed the community. But the online community is massive, so I guess
It is,
we'll-
man.
Chris, there was it you or Dylan that had some Blink 182 talk? We're bringing back.
Oh, I said in the
Like
last
Blink
episode that I thought California was a bad album.
Yeah.
I don't think it's that bad of an album. I listened to it a little bit last week, and it's a large album, but I think there's about 10 good songs on it.
Yeah, which is probably half. I mean, it was like 15
Yeah.
or 16 songs long.
Mm.
So
So
9 was rough to get through. The album 9.
I didn't
was
listen to it yet. I'm going to this week.
Pretty brutal. California. Did
California
have-
was good.
And I went
Yeah.
through and listened to the couple songs that you mentioned over text. You're like, yeah, I think I'm changing my mind on this one.
Mhm.
So
Slipknot's new album just came out, so gotta listen to that.
Yeah, that's gonna be interesting. The full new album of old material, supposedly,
Really?
with new production. Well, that's the thing with Blink-182's newest album, is that it's material that they had written and kind of was like cutting room floor, but they didn't want to call it like a B-side album. So I'd be interested to hear if they have everything recorded and they're just waiting for the release, or they're still polishing stuff up in the studio. So
Yeah, true. But on that note, I gotta go.
Yeah, you out?
Yeah.
What's your Keno number? Dylan and I are gonna.
Oh shit.
With the round.
Gonna rip some Keno.
Yeah, just pick a number, Dylan.
Well, maybe I'll stay. Maybe I'll stay.
You're gonna stay with the Keno. All right.
Yeah.
So
you got me.
Let me pull up. Nice, dude. Killing it. All right, we got the thing going. Let me share screen quick. All right, what are numbers here? What's everyone got for numbers? I know you guys like to see the screen.
You can take 47.
23.
47, 23. All right, the next draw is in 30 seconds. 47, 23. Tony never responded with a number, so we're going to go with the default to 69.
We'll do
Phone's going
20
through
because that's probably how many beers you drank that night.
20. I'm doing 69. I have to.
Got ginfluenza.
23, 47, 69. I'm going to go with... 69 got picked the last round. It's not going to happen. Should I pick a different number for him?
Too late. You already said it.
I'm going to go 51 for Area 51.
I'll take backsies.
So, Dylan...
Not think of Bagsies.
Who's at 23? That's you, Chris?
That's me.
Tony's at 69. There's no way it's getting picked again.
When's that fucking thing gonna stop spinning?
I don't know. You guys can,
Making me dizzy, dude.
Get out of here. With the dizzy Keno bonus. Okay, 41. 11. This is for $1, by the way.
78.
We've reset.
37.
Oh, fuck.
7. Who do I owe money again?
39.
From last week?
I won last.
This one, I owe you $4.
Yep.
Chris, you owe me $1 still.
$4. 76.
Just give me 3.
51.
Oh,
Yes.
Aaron
We could
won.
push though.
Yeah.
We could split. Sorry, we could split. 38.
50 cents.
4. Shout out to the YouTube for those
Shit.
undying.
48.
Oh, that is rough.
62.
14.
14.
Hmm.
31.
Fuck.
Are we gonna push 6? It's got to be coming on the last few numbers. 79. Oh, Tony missed by 10. 26. Oh,
No shot.
$1 to me. So I owe Chris $3 now.
No. So Dylan and Aaron owe me $3.
Yep, 3. So I'm gonna cross out my 4 here on my notes.
Wait, who said 51?
3? That was me. Area 50.
How do I owe you $3? Fuck
You
that.
No, I'm saying
Pot.
Chris owes me $3.
The pot built up.
Nuh-uh.
Or excuse me, I owe Chris $3.
No, because you owed me $5 before.
I Venmoed it to you.
Yeah, but you owe me $1.
Okay, yeah, I owe you $1.
So,
I know that.
Well, hey, it was good chat with you boys. This was an absolute all filler, no killer episode, and I think we did a pretty good job. And I think Tony's either gonna be really disappointed or really happy. We went all the way through. I don't even think we got an hour in, but I think
we did.
50 minutes, did we? Well, hey, this has been episode 26 of Failure at its Finest Hour. Tony's gonna insert our outro song. Email us, message us on social media. Message me on social media. I'm not going to offer up the other guys. Halloween episode, we want your stories. Fox Night stories for the Halloween episode. And then the deer season episode. If you got camp stories, you got a funny poem, you got some jokes, tout them off. We'll read them off on the air. And if you're old enough, you can call in. Peace.
Dude, I turned.
Thanks for listening to Failure at its Finest Hour.
I saw a dude. There was a dude ripping fucking pills in the back room one time.
Thanks for listening to Failure at its Finest Hour.
Oh yeah, side story. Remember when we drug all the equipment out of the basketball court behind that place and blew the lid off the town.
Thanks for listening to failure at its finest hour.
Penguin! It was Penguin! Nice! Another perfect round.
Thanks for listening to failure at its finest hour.
Distinctively remember getting thrown to the ground when that first one blew up.